So I love Magnaguards. They are definitely my favorite droid in all of Star Wars, and I'm trying to get all of them. The only one that I thought I was missing was the Battlefront 2 multi-pack one. I'll get to it. I just don't have it yet. But I was very pleasantly surprised when I walked into like a, antique mall sort of place, and I found a Magnaguard that I didn't even know existed. This is the Battle Arena, or what was it exactly called? It's the Revenge of the Sith, Battle Arena. Bodyguard versus Obi-Wan. I did a previous take of this where I opened it up and it was an absolutely miserable experience because twisty ties were built into the toy, and also the rubber bands had dry rotted so much they were getting all over my fingers. It was a fun video, but, a certain someone kind of forgot to press record, and needless to say, there was no video. So, yeah. Before we even talk about this, though, one thing I gotta show off. A product catalog was in the box. If you know me, these are a trip down memory lane. Now, of course, yes, I've already gone through this, but let's go through it again, just for the sake of why not. So this was one of the toy lines that defined my childhood, and I've made it a goal in my collection to get all of these figures. Even if I don't really need them for my collection, I want to have them all. So out of this page, I don't really think I have that R2-D2, so I'll probably end up getting that, because I have so many other R2-D2s. But yeah, man, iconic figures here. I love that Palpatine. The clone, obviously, quick draw clone. That's one of my favorites. I think it's one of the best helmet sculpts. That Grievous is a little so-so, but man, there's some gems here. This page, I gotta say, that Kit Fisto is super nostalgic for me. I remember it was one of the first figures that I ever ordered on the internet, on my own. I found someone selling it on rebelscum.com forums, and I, child me who probably shouldn't be on a forum, messaged him and say, hey, I would like to buy this. Then I was like, hey, Mom, I found something on the internet. It's like $7. And she's like, okay. And I don't even think we had PayPal yet, so I had to send in the money in the mail. Oh, man, the nostalgia of that Kit Fisto. And then the Battle Droid's a really good one. I don't think I have that C-3PO. That's one I want to get at some point. And then we got some of the weird action assortment ones. So I do have that Palpatine, but I don't have the Anakin or the Obi-Wan. I do want to get those at some point, because, man, it's just the nostalgia of this whole line. The action figure vehicles, I do have both of those. They're both very fun. And then these vehicles, too, I also have these. Again, very fun. I love them, man. I love that style of Starfighter. Definitely one of my favorite Star Wars ships. And then more action figure playset stuff. We've got the other battle arenas. So we got Mace Windu versus Palpatine, and then Anakin versus Dooku. I don't know if I'll ever end up with those. I feel like I've seen those battle arenas before, but it never really registered with me that the Magnaguard would actually be a unique figure. So yeah, I was really pleasantly surprised to look at this set, and I'm like, that's a different Magnaguard. But this set, though, I need this. I need that Geonosis. That Mustafar playset. I have the Geonosis playset. I need this Mustafar one. It's so cool how they reuse these playsets. Like the Geonosis Arena was reused for Cobra Mountain, and I'm pretty sure this was reused for Indiana Jones. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. Some roleplay weapons. I've never really been too big into roleplay, but I always like seeing that Vader helmet. And then, oh man, good old Galactic Heroes. Look at the little adorable General Grievous. Oh my gosh, so adorable. And then we have Force Battlers. No one ever talks about these. maybe someday if I get my hands on one out of the package I will, but they are goofy. And then we got a Tactics. Good old Tactics. I don't have too many outside of clones, but man, the clone one's always yellow. And then, look, dude. Oh my gosh, Star Wars Buddies. I love that clone. I've got that clone. And then we got Call Upon Yoda. And we got trading card game starter sets. Dude, it's just so much merchandise for Revenge of the Sith. And the thing is, I feel like it was iconic merchandise, too. I feel like with The Force Awakens, it was just such a massive push of merchandise that so much of it was just forgettable. I don't know, maybe once, kids that are like 10 years younger than me start making YouTube channels in like 10 plus years, they'll get nostalgic over Force Awakens stuff. That will be a special moment in my life to see that. But yeah, we got Unleashed stuff. We got some other stuff. And a checklist. One thing I noticed, though, they spelled Bakara wrong. Anyways, let's talk about this. So, yeah, it was an absolutely miserable experience to open it, but here we are. We have Obi-Wan Kenobi versus a Magnum. So, the whole point is that you take these little lightsabers, and you're just like, oh, yeah, we're fighting! Oh, man! Oh, who's gonna win the duel? Obi-Wan's doing a spin, Magnaguard's doing a spin. Oh, you defeated me! I win! Hello there! Yeah, that's basically it, man. There's not much to it. You can connect the bases with other ones, so you can have like a 4-way duel if you want, which is kind of fun. Yeah, I mean, these are fun. It's basically like Rock'em Sock'em Robots, except there's no real way. Real way! There we go. There's no real way to knock them off. They do have this little mechanism here. Maybe there is a way. Yeah, there is a way. There's a way to knock them off. I didn't realize that. Because I noticed this little mechanism. How do you even trigger that? Do you, like, bump them? Do you, like, bump them? Oh, yeah, so this is like a... So that is basically what you use to bump it. So let's see if I can get the Magnaguard to win. Yeah, there we go. That's how you do it. So it is like Rock'em Sock'em Robots. There we go. Would have paid to read the instructions. But hey, you know, good thing is I, would have missed that if I kept my original take of the video that I totally didn't forget to record. So yeah, you do have a little bit of like a Rock'em Sock'em Robot feature. You know, just smack it, then, oh no, I'm dead. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun stuff. You do have this little trigger here to release the figures. Let's take a closer look. Obviously, the Magnaguard's what I bought this for. Because I don't know if you know the Magnaguards, but there was a blue one in the movie. And this is the only figure that I've ever seen of the blue Magnaguard. He's blue. His articulation's not much. He's got swivels at the shoulders, and he has a ball joint at the head. I don't know if the head's compatible with the other Magnaguards. I'll have to check that out. But, yeah, he is so nice. He actually has some scratches and some dings sculpted into him, which I think is really cool and unique. Overall, man, he's a really nice-looking figure. Sure, he's not really posable whatsoever, but, hey, he looks nice. Then the Obi-Wan, I'm not even going to take him off, because there's not much to look at. It's an Obi-Wan. He actually has a pretty decent likeness to Ewan McGregor, though, I do have to say. And again, he has swivels. You cannot take the lightsaber out of his hand, unlike the Magnaguard, where you can take out the pike. So yeah, the saber's stuck in his hand. Why can't I not talk? But yeah, it's Obi-Wan. He did a spin for you. I hope you're happy. But the Magnaguard, like I said, is the main draw. I am a Magnaguard collector, and I'm very happy to have this because I didn't even know it existed. So I don't really know if he'll stand too well on his own. Thankfully, he does have peg holes, so I can put him on a base if he doesn't. But let's bring him in with the other Magnaguards from the Revenge of the Sith line. So we have what I like to call the gray one, and then what I like to call the white one. So yeah, we have gray, white, and blue, which is super cool to see. The one in the middle definitely looks the nicest because he's all metallic and he's got sculpted damage and all that. He doesn't have a cape, though, which is kind of disappointing because they all had capes in the movie. Oh man, it's so nice. One thing I like about the white one is that he actually does have the cape wraparound painted on his head. But this one doesn't have the cape wraparound painted. It's just kind of like around his neck, even though it's supposed to go around his forehead. But one thing, I do have a spare of this gray one. And to make it different, I took the cape off. But now I can give this blue one a cape and make him fit with these guys. So I think that would be really cool. One thing I want to see, though, are the heads the same? Like, are they compatible? They are not. Okay, that's kind of funny. You kind of expect for them to, like, just use the same size ball joint, but it's so weird that toy companies, they just don't have a standard size for ball joints. Like, when is that just going to happen already? Come on. Just make a standard size for ball joints and be done with it. So, unfortunately, we'll be a little awkward with his staff. I don't really know how I can really get him looking nice with the staff with the cape. We'll just have to figure that out later. The staff just fell, so we're not going to see that again. But yeah, you can see he actually looks really nice with the cape. I think I'm probably going to keep him with the cape. I just think this will be a nice display, you know, having these 3 Magnaguards around General Grievous. It just looks really nice. I mean, look at it. It's metallic blue. I'm happy the cape fits. I'm happy he looks good with it. I'm really impressed with it. What am I going to do, though, now that the Magnaguard will be off the base? I guess I'll just have to put a General Grievous up on there because, I mean, what else am I going to do? It is nice, though, that I do think it is kind of designed to fit almost any figure because you do have this dial. Here, let me get these guys out of the way. You do have a dial on the base that you can rotate to accommodate like the different widths of the feet. So I think that's really nice. Overall, dude, this is a pretty fun playset that came with a very surprising addition to my collection. I recommend it. If you're someone that really likes Revenge of the Sith merchandise, and if you're a Magnaguard fan like I am, I think it's definitely worth getting. I still need to get the Battlefront 2 multi-pack Magnaguard. Once I get that, I'm pretty sure I will have every 3 3/4 inch Magnaguard. Because I was able to finally get the Clone Wars one with the robe, and that one was so hard to get. I was finally able to get that one. I've got the Vintage Collection. I've got the other Clone Wars one. I love Magnaguards. They are by far my favorite droid. Even though I don't collect 6-inch Black Series, as soon as they do a Black Series Magnaguard, I'm buying it. If they do Hot Toys Magnaguard, I'm buying it. I love Magnaguards. I got the Lego one. I got these ones. I love them. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I must apologize for the fact that I totally forgot to film the video in the first place. It was actually pretty entertaining watching me trying to open this with all the twisty ties and all the rotting rubber band stuff. But we made it in the end. We're here. Congratulations. Oh, another fun thing, I had to tear off these clamshells because the figures were like wrapped in these plastic clamshells. It was actually kind of miserable, so maybe you were better off not seeing it. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much. Special shout out to the patrons of Patreon. Thank you all so much for the continued support. Alrighty, guys. There we go. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.